Let's go. 30 base. Topper, topper. Hey, echo.
48 smart. 48 smart. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48. Right
now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Howell on the catch. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the set.
Check, 48.
Pilot, 64, weak.
25.
Go.
Check, 25.
Right back to him on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Check tight.
Smooth.
48 smart. 48 smart. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Second and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the ready.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, one more.
Get ready.
On first and 10, Herbert. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10.
Hey, shoot.
Check, 48's the Mike.
Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go now. 8, read.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, 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 hey.
He's going towards the goal.
Hey, Charlie. Look, squeeze. Big rip.
On first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Come on,
Ball
set.
on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Fight.
We got to step it up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's got his man, Boyd. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tight dog.
Protein spill.
Joker. Say
Leo. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Got it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, box drop.
check 15.
Hey, check right. Watching you find. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Look at me, zipper.
He's coming.
Back to throw here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Quincy Wilson with an INT. And it's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Four there. Alert.
Shoot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop the throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, let's get that ball, T. Let's get that ball.
Hey, Sam on.
10. Sponge. No.
Go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks on this day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat.
The Steelers send out their punter now. 21-0 our score after 1. The Steelers send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Let's go.
Blue draw quarters. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Check 56. Yeah. Kill.
22 jet bomber. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down, here's Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Catch made by Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brings up second and goal at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2nd and 13. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Yep. The mic. Check. 48's the mic.
I got him.
Hey, seam 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Did you get this, boy?
Fire.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 48 the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Hey, orbit.
48th mic. 48th mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
SOS.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Army.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
No. Kill. Tighten up.
Ready?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch it. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check your hot read.
Right up.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Big stop, big stop. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
30 base.
1st down, Steelers.
Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Steelers 1st down.
Ready.
The mic. Check. 48's the mic. Let's
Two draw corkers.
Let's go.
Two.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
36-yard
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You go tight. You got tight.
Deep rip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Go.
Again, it's Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off play action. Herbert. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Ready. 70. Indy. Hey, Sam off.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
90, Wolf. You're out. General West. Snap.
On 2nd down now, Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The tackle made
Go.
at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Wide, get wide. Bang, 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 bang. Hard. Out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, bravo. Right there in the middle, 55. It's just me and you. Mike, 55.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Now!
On me.
Hey, foxtrot. Big grip.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go!
Mike 55. Ricky.
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, he stays up. Fights loose. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Got it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Lights.
Hey, alert 3.
5.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
56. Watch the run, watch the run.
6-6, down.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
30 base.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Recon, rotate.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Pittsburgh.
48 for Mike. Time to go, night.
Ready,
48.
ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Smith here. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
On the double.
Check, 55.
Hey, lock it.
Oh, yeah.
2.
On 1st down, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Here we go. 8 read. Look at me. Go. Deep grip.
From the gun, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Watch safety creep.
Squeeze.
Crunch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth. And
you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Hey. Jim. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He's coming west. He's checking crack. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, seam 6. Showing it. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Leo. Ready?
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check safety.
Check 9.
On the run, it's Smith.
It's run.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down.
Oh,
He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, a loss would have really hurt as it's